All right, so let's jump right in.
Yeah.
We're going to take a deep dive into this French sports article.
Yeah.
And it's all about Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
And, everybody thinks they're just going to cruise to another season, win it all.
Right.
But this article kind of throws some cold water on that.
Yeah, it paints a pretty bleak picture, actually, of their season.
Are we really looking at a crisis in Madrid?
Well, I think the interesting thing about this whole situation with Real Madrid is it's not just the losses themselves. It's the way they're losing.
Uh-huh.
That's really concerning.
Yeah, starting with that Champions League loss against AC Milan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's not
That's tough.
supposed to happen.
Especially the way they lost.
Right.
I mean, Milan completely exposed their defense, particularly on the flanks.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just one player having an off day.
Yeah.
It was like a systemic issue with their whole defensive structure. Yeah.
They lose again in the Champions League?
Right.
To Lille?
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 losses?
Yeah, 2 losses in the group stage already.
In the group stage.
I mean, that's not the Real Madrid that we're used to.
No, I mean, that's unheard of.
Right.
And
then comes El Clasico.
Ugh, El Clasico.
Oh, boy.
Don't even get me started.
That was rough.
4-0?
Yeah.
At home?
In the Bernabeu.
To Barcelona.
Right.
Brutal. I mean, talk about a blow.
That's more than a blow. That's a statement.
Yeah.
Barcelona didn't just beat them.
Yeah.
They dominated them.
They took them apart.
Yeah, they were faster. They were sharper.
Yeah.
Tactically, they just outclassed
Played them.
Real Madrid in every way. And you
Yeah.
could just see the frustration building in those Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch.
And now they're 9 points behind Barcelona in La Liga.
Yeah.
Plus, they've got Liverpool and Atalanta away in their upcoming Champions League fixtures.
Yeah, that's a tough road ahead.
I mean, yikes.
Yeah, it's like trying to climb Mount Everest.
Right.
In flip-flops. I mean, every step is going to be a struggle.
So where does this leave Carlo Ancelotti?
Right.
I mean, the guy was just named Coach of the Year.
I know.
Now it sounds like he's 1 loss away from getting the sack.
Well, that's the thing about managing a club like Real Madrid. I mean, the expectations are sky high.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just expected to win, you're expected to dominate.
Yeah.
And when you don't, the pressure just keeps mounting.
It's got to be intense.
Oh, it's incredibly intense.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Florentino Perez, the club president, he's breathing down Ancelotti's neck.
Oh, yeah.
Wants him to find a way to make all these stars work together.
Oh, especially Mbappé.
Especially Mbappé.
Who so far hasn't quite lived up to the hype.
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you take all this incredible talent and turn it into a cohesive unit?
Yeah.
It's like having all the best ingredients for a gourmet meal.
Right.
But you just can't figure out the recipe.
Yeah.
Something's not quite clicking.
The article does quote Ancelotti directly.
Yeah.
And he seems pretty aware of the issues. He's worried about the team's performance.
Right.
Especially on defense.
Yeah.
Calling out this lack of
compactness and organization, and that really suggests that the defensive issues that we saw against Milan, they're not just a fluke.
Right.
There's something deeper going on.
There's a communication breakdown.
Right. There's a lack of communication, a lack of understanding between the players.
Yeah.
And that can be really difficult to fix mid-season.
And he's also worried about the team's mental state.
Right.
Can you blame them?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, these losses have got to be taking a toll.
Yeah.
Mentally.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah. That's a tough situation for sure.
So, I mean, what do you think? Is this just a blip?
Yeah. Is this just a temporary slump?
Or is this the beginning of the end?
For Ancelotti.
Yeah, for Ancelotti.
I mean, is he going to survive this?
But, I mean, bigger than that?
Right.
Is this just a dip in form for Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Or are we talking about some deeper
structural problems?
Yeah, structural issues within the squad.
That's the big question.
That's the question, isn't it? Because Real Madrid have always been
the comeback kings,
the team that bounces back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Something feels different this time.
Yeah, it's like they've lost their mojo.
Yeah, it's like the magic's gone a bit. So here's what I want you to think about.
Okay.
Given Real Madrid's history.
Yeah.
And how they are with managers.
Ruthless.
How long does Ancelotti really have?
Yeah. How much time does he have left?
To turn this thing around?
Before they pull the plug.
Is this just a bump in the road?
Yeah.
Or the start of a downward spiral?
It's going to be fascinating to watch.
It's going to be really interesting to see what happens next.
It is a reminder that even the giants,
even at the top,
can stumble and fall.
Yeah.
Nobody's invincible.
For sure.
Not even Real Madrid.
Well said.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Of course, my pleasure.
And we'll be back next week with another one.
Sounds good.
All right. See you then.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.